Welcome back to Window Wisdom. Today we are talking about something very practical. How to choose the right curtain and drapery fabric for the winters we deal with in Richmond Hill, Thornhill, and across the GTA. And I promise you, the right fabric can actually save you real money on your heating bill. Let's start with a fact that surprises most homeowners. Up to 30% of heat loss in a typical GTA home happens through the windows. That is not a small number. In a winter that runs from November through March, that heat loss adds up to hundreds of dollars on your heating bill. The right window covering does not eliminate that heat loss, but it can reduce it significantly. Here's how. The first concept to understand is the thermal barrier effect. When you have a thick drape or a multi-layer blind hanging in front of a window, it creates an air gap between the cold glass and your warm room. That trapped air acts as insulation. The denser and heavier the fabric, the more effective the barrier is. This is why heavy velvet drapes have been used in cold climates for centuries. It is not just an aesthetic choice, it is practical. Let's talk about the specific options available to Thornhill and Richmond Hill homeowners. First is thermal-lined drapery. This is a custom drape made with a special interlining, an extra layer of thick, fleecy batting material between the face fabric and the lining. It significantly increases the insulating value of the drape. You can have any face fabric you want, linen, velvet, jacquard, and we add thermal interlining inside. Nobody sees it, but you feel the difference. Second is blackout-lined drapery. A quality blackout lining, particularly a 3-pass foam back lining, also provides meaningful insulation in addition to blocking light. If you are getting blackout drapes anyway, you are also getting a thermal benefit. Third is cellular honeycomb blinds. These are the most technically efficient window covering for heat retention. The honeycomb structure traps air in individual cells, creating multiple layers of insulation against the window. Single cell, double cell, or triple cell construction is available. Triple cell honeycomb blinds are genuinely among the most energy efficient window coverings you can buy. For Thornhill homeowners who want to maximize energy savings, these are worth serious consideration. Here is our room by room recommendation for Richmond Hill and Thornhill homes facing GTA winters. Bedrooms, thermal lined blackout drapes. You get the darkness for sleep and the thermal insulation to keep the room warm overnight when your thermostat drops. Living room, lined linen or velvet drapes. Beautiful, insulating, and appropriate for the main entertaining space. Home office, cellular blinds. Functional, insulating, and great for glare control. Kitchen and bathrooms, roller blinds with a close to frame fit to minimize drafts. Easy to clean and moisture resistant. One more tip. Close your drapes at night. It sounds obvious, but most people do not do it consistently. Closing your drapes at sunset traps a day's warmth inside and puts a barrier between your warm room and the cold glass. This simple habit, combined with the right fabric, can make a noticeable difference in how warm your home feels and how often your furnace kicks on. That is episode 6 of Window Wisdom. If you want help choosing energy-efficient window coverings for your Richmond Hill or Thornhill home, we are here. Visit crazyjoes.com and book your free in-home consultation. See you next week.